going on there, guys? We're back with another one. We got to talk about Coach Prime briefly. Now, I'm not going to have you long today, but Coach Prime reacted to some of the fighting that's been going on with the Colorado Buffaloes this week in practice. And, you know, his answer ain't going to surprise you. And this is normal stuff in practices. We're going to check out what he had to say, and I'll be back with my commentary. Let's speak.
You tough questions.
No. Because Peggy don't play, so she's not going to let them get to me. I'm not worried about I'm Peggy's.
Yeah.
She's not going to let them get to me. I'm good.
Yeah. How things around the team right now? I mean, you're always
You know
positive.
what, man? We've had a great week of practice. We had a couple fights, which I like.
Is that a good thing?
That's a great thing.
Right.
Yeah, when you have a couple fights, that's a great thing. And I always want to know who won because I keep records. Yeah, I don't break them up. Some coaches break them up, but I don't break them up because some guys fight hoping for the breakup. No, we're gonna let you go.
If you're gonna commit, right?
You commit.
Yeah.
We're all in. So we did have a couple fights this week, and I love it. And they've been getting after it, and it's almost like a rededication. You know, it's almost like a refocus. And I love where we are. We've had great practices this week, offense, defense, as well as special teams. But Motto and that's it. Is they just Marcus? They're unbelievable. Right. They're probably the MVPs of the season. Those two.
They've had great years.
Our punter and kicker, they're doing a great job.
Yeah. You know, I saw a video, and every day, in fact, I was talking with Giovanni Antonio. He and I did a pregame interview this morning. And I was asking him about, his one season coming here playing for you. And he said one of his favorite things is walking in every morning to team meeting. And you've got a message for guys every single morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's hard because I barely write stuff down. I may text myself some notes, but it's a feeling. It's this feeling because I get there very early in the morning. I'm just sitting there praying and I'm thinking about the young men and where we are. And the message has to relate to where we are and where they are in life. So you want those two to be married so they could all progress, not just on the field, but off the field as well.
I love Coach Prime's approach to this. Fighting, that's something that happens. I played college basketball, and you'll have fights. That's going to happen in competitive sports, man. So it's not even an issue. I think when you have guys that start throwing hands with each other, oftentimes you'll find if they're going to war with another team, they'll band together and display that same behavior if needed. And they'll stand up for their brothers. And you get a lot of respect for someone that you end up having a fight in a sports setting. A lot of times, it typically isn't one of those things where it lingers and you have hidden animosity because it's all out on the table. And, you have people competing for these same spots, and new recruits are coming in. You've heard what Coach Prime has said about bringing in new players. So you're seeing players with that competitive edge, and they want to win that Arizona game. So, like, you're seeing a lot of guys, all the emotion pent up, and their willingness to get as far as they can with the game of football and their competitive edge just take over. So that happens, man, and I like Coach Prime saying that he lets them go because some people do fight for the breakup. If you know a lot of people around, you'll see some people pop off and knowing that, ain't going to be no more than one or two punches thrown before the mob comes in and grab them. So he lets them go for a few rounds, let them get their rocks off. And not only that, you learn a very valuable lesson. You still got to finish practice. So now you've exerted some of that energy and you got to do these intense drills. You're expected to still perform at a high level, and you see other people conserving their energy. So you probably won't take that approach so much if you're fatigued for the rest of the practice. So I like Coach Prime. Now, he's not saying he's letting them just, somebody get on top of somebody and just, beat them to oblivion. He's saying that, let them work that out as men. Sometimes, pads, furniture, whatever got to be moved around to come to some sort of understanding. And that'll be the world they're in. If any of these guys are fortunate enough to play in the NFL, they're going to have fights in the locker room. That's just what it is. You're going to have fights on the field, different things like that. So it's good to see those guys displaying that type of emotion and that type of competitive fire for the rest of this season. looking back, you can start to look back on the season right now. Those first few weeks were a step up. I think the expectations for Colorado started to get a little too lofty based off of their early season success, and many wanted to see them. You know, you had some people saying they're going to be in the college football playoff, and I was like, well, nah, but they did. You know, they beat TCU, they beat Nebraska. You know, and them guys starting off like that, it was a beautiful thing. They beat Colorado State. And then, you know, but they gave away a lot of games, and they were in a lot of the games this season. So when you look back at it and look at some of the things they could have corrected, and if they fill certain positions, what position they would be in right now, I mean, you could flip a few things around, and Colorado could be 6-2 or, you know, 5-3 or, you know, whatever. You know, they could have a winning record is what I'm saying at this point in the season. So they're not that far off. My thing is Prime going to go, is he relying on freshmen coming in and contributing at those positions? Is he going to go for the top JUCO guys and bring them into Colorado, or is he going to you know, get transfers like he did this year? But this time, preferably, if he grabs some transfers, I would think he would probably want starters just looking to get out of there. Guys that are built like that. You know, you don't want the guys that weren't able to get on the field at the high major they were at. You want to get, unless they are like freshmen or something, and they were 5 stars and they just hadn't got on the field this year with another person playing in front of them, but for whatever reason they want to leave. Now that's different, but you don't want, you know, 5th-year seniors that couldn't get on the field at these Power 5 schools. So I'm looking at his approach, and I'm just trying to figure out what he's going to do about the O-line and the D-line next season. I'm looking for Cormani McClain, you know, his maturation, if he sticks around. His all indication is that his mom is bought in on Coach Prime, and she believes in the plan and the vision. And I wouldn't mind seeing that from a young player like that. Sometimes you come in as a 5-star, you don't play as much right away. It is what it is. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section, though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.